David, all three projects obviously have great advantages, great potential. Do you think they'll actually catch on in the industry, though?
Well, I think the industry is proving far more receptive than they were in the past. I think construction was one of the industries that gained very little from the IT products of the 1980s, when most of the material was figures and text. Now that we're coming up with visualizations that look just like the construction site, it's very much easier for site workers to relate to the computer. And we're seeing, in the 6 years that I've been involved in these projects, we've seen a dramatic change in attitude.
Just as one final thought, there's obviously a great deal going on in this area. What are your hot tips for the future? What other developments should we be keeping an eye on?
Well, what we're struggling with at the moment is forming an integrated vision of how these many different visual technologies fit together, right from the computer-aided design at one end to the camera floating around the construction site at the other. And as we're doing that, we're realizing that constructing a building is almost a theatrical process, and we're starting to look at how the expertise in other media industries, and perhaps we'll be looking more at the people behind these cameras to find out how they manage their lives, and carrying some of those ideas across onto the construction site.
I'm sure they'll be delighted to hear that. And what about you, Mark?
I think looking at the more short, medium-term commercial reality, we're going to see the further development of multimedia networks and their penetration and integration within the office environment, out in the field and in the domestic context. And the integration of that technology with more traditional technologies such as TV broadcasting is going to enable new applications to arise in real estate, the real estate sector. For example, in relation to interactive online sales and marketing. And in a more general sense within the industry for things like interactive online education and the ability to virtually attend major industry conferences and other events that are broadcast through web TV.
Yeah. Fascinating stuff. Well, that's all for this month's edition of the programme. There's more information on the three projects in the study pack as usual. And watch out for the next edition of this programme in the new year, when we'll be looking at recent developments in graphical information systems. But for now, many thanks to David and to Mark for coming in and talking to us today. And it's goodbye from all of us here at TEN. Goodbye.